Can we just focus a little bit more on those Democrats? I completely agree that some on the woke left and people who claim to be feminists are all of a sudden upset that the Iranian people are on the verge of liberation. It makes absolutely no sense. We've heard from so many. We've heard from miserable people such as Kamala Harris, who of course has no credibility, and AOC, all angry about this, saying this is not the way to deal with the most destabilising force on the planet. Let's look at Ilhan Omar. I mean, in the days leading up to this attack, Ilhan Omar attempted to attack America, as she does, posting on X. Iraq was attacked by the US during Ramadan, and it is sickening to know that the US is again going to attack Iran during Ramadan. The US apparently loves to strike Muslim countries during Ramadan, and I am convinced it isn't what these countries have done to violate international law, but about who they worship. Now, she was, of course, community noted, and users quickly pointed out that she is factually not correct there, Hillary. Can I get your reaction to Ilhan Omar?
Yeah, I actually suggest that she take some history lessons, number one, because she was totally and utterly incorrect. There weren't any other attacks during Ramadan. That's number one. Number two, since she really doesn't like the US, I would actually venture to say she hates the US, she could go back to her own wonderful country. She shouldn't be in a country and representing Americans and then actually being against our leader, against our policies, and against the attacks that we've taken. We are liberating, as we just talked about, we're liberating women, but we're liberating the people of Iran. Yes. And I do think that's very important that President Trump has said. He said, we've answered your call for help, and now it's up to you, the Iranian people. So just to be a correction on what some of the criticisms have been from Democrats, that this is regime change. No, it's not. We are enabling the Iranian people to free themselves. And I actually have a very dear Iranian friend, and she's been here since the Shah was deposed. She's an older lady, and she is going to go back to her family in Iran. I think you're going to see a lot of Iranian talent returning to that nation.
And we are seeing people right around the world celebrating this. I mean, celebrating the hopeful freedom for the people of Iran. Celebrations are taking place in New York City, yet New York City's socialist mayor Zohran Mamdani posted on X condemning the US's attack on Iran that led to the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He wrote, today's military strikes on Iran carried out by the US and Israel mark a catastrophic escalation in an illegal war of aggression, bombing cities, killing civilians, opening a new theatre war, he said, And he goes on, but he also says, additionally, I want to speak directly to Iranian New Yorkers. You are part of the fabric of this city. You are our neighbours, small business owners, students, artists, workers, and community leaders. You will be safe here. I mean, Iranians in New York City, they are celebrating this. They are taking to the streets, chanting, saying, thank you, Donald Trump. And where was Mamdani? He said nothing at the start of the year when Iranians were being slaughtered in the worst massacre of our time, Hillary.
You're absolutely correct. And they were protesting. They were actually celebrating in New York, Washington, D.C., where I'm based. They were chanting USA, USA, waving Iranian and American flags, and the same thing in Los Angeles. And one of the biggest points I'd like to say, Gabriella, it feels like the whole world has gone topsy-turvy. And in our very eyes, under our eyes, we are watching history. We're watching a new realignment of the world. Why? Here we have an American mayor, New York City, which used to be the bastion of capitalism, criticizing this. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, the Arab countries are siding with Israel. Who would have ever thought also you would see Iranians and Israelis celebrating? They were having parties in the streets celebrating the death of Khamenei. Who would ever think Israelis and Iranians would celebrate at the same time, that Arab nations would come to the support of Israel against Iran? And by the way, who are the allies of Iran? Supposedly China and Russia. They've been silent. Iran